I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm investing in myself and growing myself in 3 key areas. I'm even going to reveal how much money I'm investing in each of them at times, right? The point of this episode is to give you some great ideas on how you should be growing, because all of us should be always growing. Now, the truth is, I realized recently, and it hurt me to realize this, I've stalled for the last 5+ years. I haven't really grown nearly as much as I wanted to. I'm fixing that. I've already fixed it. I ripped it off like a Band-Aid, and I want to tell you exactly what I did. What's up, you crazy fighting entrepreneurs? All right, this is Anik Singal, and I'm here today to open up my kimono and let you in. I want to get more personal and tell you guys what I'm working on. Here's the truth. I sat down earlier this year and I wasn't too happy with my professional and my personal side of my life. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer. First of all, earlier this year, my wife was pregnant. I was super excited about that. We were going to have a baby. So when I say I wasn't happy on the personal side, it actually had nothing to do with family. I think I am very blessed there. I have an amazing relationship with everyone in my family. But from the friend side, you know, some of my closest friends I haven't seen in years, COVID this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I just feel like I've been too focused on business. And even when it comes to business, I felt like I'm on like a treadmill. Like I haven't really been doing anything new. I haven't been growing. And then I looked at my network and all the people I'm around and I was like, well, go figure. That hasn't grown either. My results haven't grown. The people I'm around hasn't grown. And the worst of it was my health. My health just did not feel right. And I started to realize as I'm now going to become a father, my health for some reason was obviously now becoming a lot more important to me. I want to be around longer to spend more time with my daughter. And I just didn't feel good. I would wake up every morning and I didn't feel good. And I'd go to sleep at night not feeling good. And I wouldn't feel good throughout the day. And something told me the following. I told myself this. I remember it was around March of 2022. And I said, I'm too successful and I've done too many amazing things in my life to feel like this right now. This needs to be fixed. I have the capability to fix it. Let's do it. So I actively sat down and there are 3 key areas. So you think a triangle, 3 key areas that I believe we should always be investing in growing ourselves, and we should be very self-aware if we are growing or not. Okay, you ready? Number 1 is your mind. All right. You should always be learning more. And this is why I love doing my podcast. Every week on Monday, I interview an amazing, brilliant person on a variety of topics. And that has fueled my desire to grow and learn. But lately, it's not been enough. Why am I not reading more books? Why am I not attending more seminars? Why am I not learning new topics? Why am I just cushioned into my own topic and every day just learning more and more about the same thing? It's boring. It's dull. Like I want to go out and learn more. Okay, number 2, relationships. All right, relationships I split into 3. I split family, friends, and business. What am I doing in each of those subcompartments of the relationship sector to grow my relationships? Well, I learned that on the business side, I hadn't grown at all. My network had really grown just a little bit over the last 5 years. But if you looked at the 5-year window before that, my professional network had skyrocketed. Well, what was I doing then that I'm not doing lately? Now, on the friend side, I haven't really made a lot of friends that are new, and I'm not sure I'm looking to make a lot of new friends. But the ones that I do have I invested enough with them? How can I find ways to invest more with them? Now, the third part of this triangle that I needed to make sure I invest in myself was health. And I can tell you right now, it's probably one of the areas I've made some of the most exciting investments. And I'll tell you exactly what those are. So let's start at the top, mind. I love taking courses, but I don't have the time to take courses. That's the truth. I'd go to seminars and all of that, but now I have a baby at home and I don't want to leave my wife alone all the time and selfishly travel to seminars. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I don't necessarily enjoy sitting around watching hours of videos on a topic, and I can't go to seminars. The podcast that I'm doing isn't really scratching that itch. So how am I going to continue learning about new stuff that's relevant to me that I want to know about? Like, for example, how to do self-storage investing, triple net investing, short-term vacation rental investing, how to buy businesses and sell them, how to raise money from investors, how to finance a plane, because I'd like to buy a plane one day, all these various topics. So what did I do? Came up with an idea that so far has been working brilliantly. I have hired a virtual assistant who I buy the course, gift to her, and ask her to take the course and give me detailed notes. I suddenly am now able to go through a 5 to 10 hour course in 45 minutes. And now I'm able to do that at night before going to bed on my phone. So I made it convenient to consume more information. So just so you understand, the budget I set aside just for this year in 2022 for myself to consume more information was about $20,000. $20,000 I would invest in courses, and I'm way behind. I haven't even come close to that because I just kind of put that rule in place May, and I've been a little lazy on it. So I'm behind right now on on the mind investment, but I've got a plan and I've got 2 courses right now being taken that I'm very excited about. And I gotta tell you, the first one was done and I reviewed the notes and I sat back and said, I get it. It was an Airbnb course, how to do Airbnb investing. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, saved myself 5 hours. And what was the cost of that? $200 in VA expenses. The course was $1,000. It cost me about $200 to get it note taken. I don't know. And I'm like stretching it. Maybe it wasn't $200. 20% more than the course cost to actually consume the content and know that I finished it. Brilliant. Do that all day long. I got another course being taken right now as I film this, and I have 2 more ready to go. So the mind has to be invested in. Now I invested $20,000 because I have money. Okay, let's just be honest. I'm not asking you to do that. Please don't. Pick a number. Maybe yours is 500. I don't know what it is, but every period of time, you set that period. Quarterly, 6 months, yearly. Pick a number and invest in your mind. All right, number 2, let's move on. Relationships. You know what I realized? I don't travel anymore. I don't go to events. I don't meet new people. And since I'm not learning new things, I'm not launching new companies, I'm not meeting anyone outside of my existing circle, which is okay, but that's not helping me grow. So the first thing I did is I found 2 masterminds that made me incredibly uncomfortable and I invested in them. I had made another episode, maybe it's not out yet, maybe it's already out, where I talked about how I committed to investing $65,000. I probably have at least 1 more mastermind I'm looking at, which is another $20,000. So this year in 2022, I'm going to invest most likely around $85,000 in joining masterminds. I have never in my life, in the last 20 years, I have never invested in a single mastermind that I did not probably make 5 to 6 to 7 times that back on. Remember, masterminds are all about people. It's all about learning and meeting new people and developing new relationships. And from that comes lots of things. Free consultation, promotional partners, business ventures, joint ventures, all kinds of things come from it. I've never invested in a single mastermind. Well, that's not true. There was one. I'm not going to call them out because it had nothing to do with them. I invested a lot of money in one mastermind, but I never went to a darn meeting. Not one. The entire year, I didn't go to one meeting. So of course, I didn't get anything out of it. But any mastermind that I participated in, I've gotten 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 times X out of, okay? I don't know, whatever. I'm making these numbers up. Don't take me seriously on them. But I've gotten a lot more out of them. So one of my masterminds I invested has nothing to do with online marketing, has nothing to do with online businesses. It is a group of very, very wealthy investors that help each other. And I took 7 months to get accepted into this program, and I'm super excited. And I'm sorry if you ask for the name, I cannot tell you the name because part of being a member of this is you don't talk about the fact that you're a member. I could say what I just said, but I can't tell you the name of it. The second mastermind I invested in is another mastermind that made me slightly uncomfortable, not just because of the cost, but more so because of the topic behind the mastermind. I thought about it, and I had one moment where the organizer of the mastermind said a few names to me. These are names of people that I really want to be in the circle of. These are names of people I want to get to know. On the spot, said, here's my credit card. So these are 2 masterminds I'm excited. The third mastermind I'm looking at is again another one that has a group of 700 people in it. All of them very successful. So I'm really looking forward to being a part of that. So that's going to be about $85,000 this year. I want to encourage you also. Look, I don't know if you can afford $20,000, $30,000 for a mastermind, and if you can't, that's okay. There's amazing Facebook groups out there. There's amazing seminars and meetings out there. There's amazing meetups out there. Just go out, get to meet people, get to know people, expand your network, build new relationships. On the family side, I'm good. I'm spending tons of time with my daughter, tons of time with my wife. I'm spending tons of time with my parents. I'm very happy with what I've done with my family life, and there's not much more I would do different. On the friend side, yeah, I get to improve that a lot more. So I'm spending more time. So I'm planning a trip right now, a fishing trip with one of my buddies. I'm planning another thing with another one of my buddies, planning a car racing time, and I'm planning a shooting range day with another one of my friends. So I'm just actively making a conscious effort to book time with them. That's really it. Last but not least is health. This is probably where I've made some of the most interesting investments. Now, as of the time I'm filming this, I'm coming up to about 7 weeks that I started working with a functional medicine specialist. Biohacking. I am blown away by how misserved I've been by the traditional medical community for the last 20 years. Now, listen, I'm not going to sit here and knock them. They've saved my life many times. But why has my blood never been checked holistically for hormonal balances, for mineral deficiencies, for vitamin deficiencies, for amino acid deficiencies, for toxins, and for just all array of things? I got told about this one practice by a very good friend of mine who had paid them a lot of money, signed up and said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I don't even know why he told me. Randomly told me one day. And I thought, this is really interesting. And I have a local doctor, a concierge doctor that I have seen a couple of times and never took very seriously. And I decided now I was going to take that doctor seriously and work with this other practice. And I was going to put it all together. I've invested already at this point, that's a lot of money, probably like $20,000. And I know I say that, right? And look at my face. I just told you I've invested $85,000 and didn't blink an eye. And I tell you I've invested $20,000 on my health, on this temple that I have to live in for the rest of my life. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm 20. So I've been working on that paradigm shift. But we did my blood work, and I remember the doctor calls me and he genuinely asked this question. He said, I don't know how you stand during the day. I was like, what? He's like, look at these numbers. He's like, your vitamin B, I have never seen this low. Look at your vitamin D. Look at your amino acid this. Look at your omega this. Look at this. He's showing me factual evidence from blood work. And he's like, you must feel like crap all day. And I said, I do. He said, you must feel like crap when you wake up. I said, I do. He was like, you must feel like crap trying to go to sleep. I said, I do. He said, you must not be able to eat much. I said, I do. You're all right. You're true. You know, everything you're saying is right. So he said, well, let's put this plan together. So we've started working on nothing I'm taking is pharmaceutical medication. It's supplements. It's nutritionals. I'm 6-7 weeks in. And actually what happened, if you look at these episodes, you'll notice I'm a little pudgy. I got a little double chin going on it. It's actually a reaction to the medication. They're tweaking and fixing. But lately I get up in the morning. I'm getting up at 6 o'clock. I know. I'm the guy who made the podcast episode shouting at all the 4, 5, 6 a.m.ers saying, shut up. But now I'm getting up at 6. I'm full of energy all the way through the day. And I feel so much more different. And I'm being told by these doctors that this is just the beginning. I'm just getting started. They said, wait another couple of months and see how you feel. I'm taking all kinds. I'm taking vitamin B. I'm watching my hormonal balances. I'm taking vitamin D. Man, I can't remember their names. I'm telling you honestly. But what they're trying to do is balance all my minerals, remove toxins, amino acids. They're watching all of my vitamins and replenishing things one at a time. And now every 6 weeks, I'm getting blood work done to see how my blood levels are balancing. I'm on less than 2 months in. I'm already feeling so much better. So now there are ways to do this without investing the level I did. I just went to kind of a VIP practice that charges a lot of money, but I've been very happy with them. And so this is a part of my investment that I'm probably the most proud of, because I feel like a healthier me just means I'm going to be a better father, a better husband, a better entrepreneur, a better leader, a better CEO, a better friend. For a fact, I know this, right? Because for a while there, I was starting to get so out of energy, so cranky throughout the day that I was really starting to hurt people by saying things I didn't mean to say. And now I'm calm, composed. I feel good. I feel full of energy. I feel like making more videos for you. So these are the 3 areas I'm investing: mind, relationships, and health. And I want to encourage you at some level to do the same, not at the volume or the numbers I'm doing. Listen, I'm using 2022 as a really big reset for me, but at some level, do this for yourself. What can you do today for your mind? What can you do today for your relationships? And what can you do for your health? It could be the smallest thing, all right? But at least you know you are pushing forward and investing in those 3 areas. That's what I'm doing. I wanted to be open and honest with you and tell you, and hopefully it gave you some ideas and encouraged you. I'll do my best to read the comments. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of questions. I'll do my best to read the comments and answer them. But hey, listen, if you're listening to us on any other podcast platform other than YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. Leave us a great review. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe below. Hit the little heart icon, thumbs up icon, whatever the heck is going on down there. Leave me a comment and tell other people about this so that you can spread the positive message of people learning to invest in themselves. All right, this is Anik Singal reminding you, life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. I'll see you in the next episode. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singal.